friends, neighbors, country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST, Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch room, yay! So, this is the first part of our epic season finale. Keep an eye out on the Discord and our social media websites down below to see updates on what is going to be happening. But we're going to be taking a little bit of a break. We do still have metagaming this week and next week, of course. And we will be having the thrilling conclusion next week, so keep an eye out for that. But, for now, let's get right back into the world of Anna. So, last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they had just gotten themselves to the town of Shandwen. They had started to wander around, checked into an inn, where they found themselves extremely intoxicated very quickly. We had our adorable Druid, Beag, had gotten very sad after letting go of his babies with some very trusted confidants, and he found himself pouting on the roof trying to mourn the loss of his friends, while two of his friends, Edwin and Glib, went out extremely drunk. Fen, however, and Actinia went to the temple and then made a quick stop at the blacksmith shop after Fen discovered that the blacksmith was in fact his adopted father figure and his newfound wife. Very exciting news. Glib and Edwin and Beag, by extension, went to the oddities shop and discovered that the owner of the oddities shop, a ragdoll tabaxi, named Dershwin, had actually been to the Everdon, and so they asked many questions about that, finding themselves two fantastical rocks and a very cool bow, as well as a couple of other interesting magical items. They gathered all of these things together, and Fen and his adopted family pretty much scared the life out of Actinia, who ended up also going into the oddities shop and asking a couple of other questions, getting a magical item of her own, before they went back to the Noble Intentions Presents Creature Comforts Inn and Suites. They discovered that the Elias of this particular town was not the Elias that could potentially murder Fen at some point in his life. And so they were relieved and ended up getting very intoxicated, with the exception of Fen, obviously, and their designated druid, and went to a cemetery where they ended up fighting a ghoul. Very exciting, terrifying, some sort of evil flying thing, and you guys had just let it run away. Actinia had some sort of crazy mist fly into her, and she found a new affinity for shiny things and picked up a very cool pocket watch. And what would you guys like to do?
Well, I believe I last told Fen to gather whatever we needed, drunkies on my back, because I will stay in bear form, and lodge everyone back to the safety of the inn. I'm pretty much their Uber.
Yeah, if it looks like they're going to slip off, I think I have a couple instances of Giant's Might left. If it looks like they're going to slip off and I can't reach them, I'll just pop Giant's Might and like adjust them and just walk alongside Beag as a big guy.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Where are we off to now?
What time can you to bed?
You just hear giant, like, groan noise from Bear.
Bed? It's barely time for that.
Yeah. It's later than you think. It's later than you think, mate.
Doing what now?
Sleepy time. Sleepy. You guys are going to have a hell of a hangover tomorrow, especially Actinia.
She's just laying like head first, like.
Very passed out Actinia. Still clutching the pocket watch.
Very strongly.
But yeah, I'll help Beag guide them back to the noble intentions.
Fantastic. You guys make it back to the Noble Intentions. You are greeted by the adorable small human at the front desk. I believe it was a human. Yes, Fizzbert. The human. And, you know, you make your way up to the rooms. I assume y'all get settled?
Fen will probably, like, settle in with the drunkies to make sure they don't get away this time. Yeah.
Yes, and as soon as I get to the end, I'll end my wild shape.
Probably a good plan. Walking
Yeah.
around as a bear is not always the best decision.
It's definitely turned a few eyes. Yeah.
Right. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I don't want to. I want to walk in with them on my back, and I'll try to help carry them in the inn.
The bear,
Isn't really a bear.
so that could be a problem. We're not supposed to allow pets in no pet rooms, and I gave you no pet rooms because I didn't see any pets. But like, if he's not a bear, that's probably fine, right? There's no like allergy stuff involved.
Well, I'm not sure how the magic works, but you remember my friend that's a little shorter than me has the wolf cowl.
Yes.
I think he's technically a bear still.
Is he? I'm not sure how it works. But
Thoroughly clean your room after you use them to be sure there's no allergens around.
As she says to clean the rooms, the bear's just gonna go, just nod its head and acknowledge, and just start walking up the stairs.
Goodbye, Mr. Bear. Please don't eat anybody.
is that a thing you can do, Beag? I'm just gonna follow him up this. I'm just like genuinely curious now.
Where does it go after he turns back?
That's what I want to know. Beag, if you were to eat a gnome as a bear, where does it go when you turn back? Do you know? Like, does it shrink? Like, I have questions, man.
The bear's shoulders is gonna go. And then I'm gonna like kind of scratch at the door, like it. Hopefully you'll know, like I'm like someone turn my knob for me, or I don't know if there's knobs on these doors or not. Just want to go in my room.
Yeah, I'll open up the doors and deposit everyone into what I suspect is their rooms.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't here when everybody got their rooms.
Yeah. So I would definitely take them to their rooms and then go back to mine, and then once I'm in my room, I'll end my wild shape. Just flavor.
Oh man.
So instead of asking if a bear shits in the woods, you ask if a halfling shits as a bear.
There you
Yeah.
Got it.
Or if a halfling or gnome druid turns into a bear, can they shit a halfling? These are the real questions.
These are the things I ponder daily.
But that, my friends, would be cannibalism and is frowned upon in most societies.
Most. All right, I'm bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
New
I
trend.
think that's one trend we can.
He
observe.
says wearing bell bottoms with his wolf cowl.
Call me crazy. but I
I'm
think
okay with not
the
bringing that
cannibalism,
one
yeah.
back.
Are you sure?
But you guys settle in for your long rest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Go on in my lantern.
Hmm?
I want to go on my lantern. It's comfy.
True, it's probably the most comfortable thing you have had in a long time.
There's a part of me that says that there should be a role for this. But
Oh god.
I'm gonna just let you do it. But like the comedy part of me is just like, man, it'd be funny if it didn't.
He
What, am I
ends
gonna
up in the wrong
rub it the
lantern.
way?
I was thinking it'd be funny. Because I'm mean. No,
He ends
but
up in
you
the
guys-
oil lantern across the room. Yeah.
You guys, you, Edwin, happily go into your lantern and cuddle up in a bunch of very, very warm plush pillows and blankets. No drips on your head this time.
Oh yeah.
You are freed.
There's a
Fen'rahl,
chair. There's a chair wedged under my door. By the way.
That's fair. Then I need a. Sorry, let me double check what I need.
Also, we could have
from
totally
you.
saved on rooms. Just bring my lantern into one of your
I
guys'
need-
rooms.
Dude, right?
That's true.
Thought about that.
I need a wisdom save.
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck.
That good, huh?
10.
You settle in for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have some restless dreams.
Great.
You find yourself sort of tossing and turning, feeling of impending doom. You don't lose any sleep necessarily, but it's just very tense. You find yourself comforted keeping your sword nice and safe with you. General
Great. Yeah.
weapons tend to be kept a little closer. But for the night, everything goes fairly well. You wake up to a rather heavy rain in the morning. The skies are dark and you hear the pattering on the windows. Take with that what you will. Maybe it makes you sleepy in the morning, or maybe you're nice and awake. But either way, you awaken to a rainy, dark morning.
Alright. Fen will do his usual morning routine and then come down to see if the party's down eating breakfast yet.
I figured I'd kind of get up fairly early, and I passed all my contracts. I think I'd be good to be down there and get some foodies.
Yeah.
Not hugging the porcelain god.
No, yeah, big season.
Yeah. Beag handled it pretty well. You know.
Gotta have some crackers.
He's chonky.
And you do go down to the breakfast of nice piled high plates of eggs and sausages and other assorted breakfast dishes, as well as the option for breakfast stew.
Who all is downstairs?
Glib's going downstairs.
Glib's coming downstairs.
Yeah. Delicious foods are
Okay.
available.
Finn will just drink coffee until he sees somebody from the party.
Fair enough. So yeah, at some point, actually probably before you get down there, Beag is somewhere down there. And Glib kind of saunters down a little bit into your cup of coffee.
Good morning, friend.
Hey, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and then I have a couple stops I gotta make. Should be fairly fast.
Okay, would you mind grabbing me one?
Sure, alright.
Thank you. And he's just gonna
and-
keep eating his breakfast.
Yeah, I'll go get us a couple cups of coffee while Glib is coming down. And
Um,
if I hear Glib, I will ask him if he wants coffee.
And DM, I would have liked to have gotten breakfast for everyone.
Absolutely. That would be. Math is hard. So that would be 1 silver and 5 copper.
Okay.
I'll take some coffee.
Excellent. I'll get Glib some coffee.
So what is what's the breakdown from gold to silver, and then
10
also
10.
silver
10.
for gold. It's
and then 10 copper? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Electrum's
Which
the
is
only
why
weird one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Electrum is.
Weird.
5 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 gold per Electrum. 10.
For us, no, it's 2.
It's
Okay.
one gold per 5 Electrum.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the price again, DM, so I can? Yeah,
1
yeah.
silver, 5 copper.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
thank
2
you so
Electrum
much.
per 1 gold. And Electrum's
Yeah.
like half a gold.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Because sorry.
So
'Cause
one
it's the only-
electrum's 5 silver. See, don't talk about it. That's why we don't use it.
Yep. Yeah, it's why we don't use it because it's fucking weird. Yeah.
It's the currency of the Feywild, actually.
It's still
Not
fucking
in
weird.
That
Feywild.
makes sense. That's
Yeah.
kind of their whole shtick.
Yeah, so for us recovering drunks, like, are we good now, or are we just groggy? Or
Hungover.
does
roll
it
me-
depend on
roll me a
varying?
Constitution save.
That's fair.
Oh no!
This was like the first time.
I'm calling it. He's gonna get a good roll. I'm calling it already.
Can't be hungover if you're still
Boom.
drunk.
Lucky magic coming your way, bro. Fabian
That
inspiration just for
is-
you.
Damn right. That's what I always say.
Oh, I don't know why.
Why did I roll a disadvantage?
Because
Well,
I
Glib
forgot
is,
I forgot to toggle it off.
Well,
Glib is just fine.
so
Actinia is also just fine. Edwin, you feel like trash.
I'd like to just point out the Fabian inspiration. Josh rolled too soon, so he ended up soaking it up because it just sits there. So next time,
Okay, next time
yeah.
I'll wait.
Glib, it is like nothing happened. You are so good, it's not even funny. Actinia,
Glib's partied with Fen too much.
while still slightly attached to shiny things, which will continue, by the way,
wondering.
you are feeling okay. I mean, you're a little like, doesn't feel great, but you're not like hungover or anything. Edwin, you have drunk before. You have been drunk pretty consistently, but because you've been drunk pretty consistently and haven't had to deal with hangovers, this just somehow hit you like it was a Mack truck. And you don't even know what a Mack truck is, but you've been run over by one now.
Gotta come out of my lantern just straight into the wall in the morning. I'm gonna leisurely stumble my way down, kind of dragging my feet to get look for food. I need food.
Do I see him, DM?
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
far before he sees you.
I'm gonna be like,
Hear the
everyone,
groans first.
and I'm a yeah, right. Zombies.
Ugh.
I'm gonna point to a plate of food for him.
Cool.
You gotta eat.
Cool. I'm just gonna plop down next to Beag and just eat anything that's in front of me that I can stomach, that I can keep down, anything that'll help.
Fen is going to finish his coffee. I have not touched my food. I will set the coffee cup down, and I'm just gonna knock on the table and just be like, I will be back soon. I have some family in town, and then there's something I need to check on.
We're not gonna eat.
Oh, you got some
Well-
family in town? That's usually a bad thing.
Well, not in this case. This is the good kind of family, but
Oh, okay.
This is
So-
a good kind.
in this case. So, I mean, to be fair, Gagan slapped me when I was 10, and Actinia has seen his hands, so, big hands. So, take that for what you will.
I think you took it enough for us.
I did. So, but I'll be back. I just need to do that, and I want to check in on something at the temple real fast. Which, by the way, Actinia has been found not guilty.
Oh, that's good. You want me to hold your food for you? Cause Glib might eat it.
To be fair, the way Gagan is, I'm sure he'll have food set aside already.
Oh, okay.
But if you want, give Glib my share.
Oh my gosh, this day keeps getting better!
That's so loud.
Oh, you're okay, buddy. And as I tap him, DM, if I were to cast Lesser Restoration on him, will I stop his drunkenness so he's not rolling disadvantage all the time?
He's technically not drunk, he's just hungover.
Oh.
Lesser Restoration wouldn't actually fix that.
Yeah. Well,
I need to Zoa.
Lesser Restoration would absolutely fix drunk because it
Yeah.
would take away the poison effect.
yeah.
It might give him a hangover too.
I think you'd be better off
Would
using Create Water
Give
to
him a
hydrate.
hangover.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I would rule that it does not affect
the hangover.
Give me a good berry.
Yeah. Okay. So, but then does that mean that he's not? Is he rolling at disadvantage and still due to the?
No, he just
Oh.
feels like crap.
Oh, okay. I can live with that. And so
He
can he.
feels like he's rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah, he feels like he's rolling at disadvantage. And like there are certain things that like I mean his dexterity checks are probably not great for a little bit just because but like he's not gonna roll at disadvantage or have any.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay, that was my only worry. Okay.
subtractions.
Sweet. Thank you.
He just feels real bad.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Well, could one argue that a good berry would fix it since it like gives you the nourishment for a whole day? That it kind of levels out everything you need to survive. And
isn't there one for water?
There is one
just-
for water.
That's more of just a question that popped
Bead
in
of
my
refreshment. I would say that it would probably expedite the experience of getting over the hangover,
Immediate vomit. Got it.
Oof.
but I don't think it would fix it right away.
You need some greasy food.
Yeah.
Say
Cast
Edwin-
grease on my
minerals.
breakfast.
Edwin, I got you a patty melt.
Ooh.
Make sure you eat it all though. Don't leave it here.
You are also handed a very large tankard of water by a gothic-looking half.
We could keep this party going. Get some mimosas.
I've already
I don't
left,
say,
right?
I don't say anything when they drop off the water. You gave me no description beyond a goth halfling, but I'm giving them a gold piece, and then I'm down.
A male gothic-looking half.
We of the goth persuasion,
Old piece.
thank you for your
No.
patronage, sir.
He nods in appreciation.
Well, what else is on the docket today?
Most overpaid water boy in existence.
I don't know.
Gatorade.
I figured after we eat, wanted to see if I could find more information about this essentially little amulet that I'm looking for. But maybe we should probably wait for Fen to come back because we don't know what's happening with the trial and all that stuff, right? Do we know if that's good yet? I know Actinia's good, but what about him?
I don't know.
I didn't
assume that's one
mention
of
that I'm on the
things
hook for it now unless Actinia shared it.
No, I don't think she shared it, but I definitely overheard them saying that you threw an axe at a wizard.
That's true.
So I just assumed that you were already in trouble for it. So when you're like,
Oh, yeah,
Actinia's clear, I was like, oh, I didn't even know she was in trouble. But
Yeah.
that's cool.
I assume that's one of the things he has to check on.
Ah, probably.
Can I have one of you roll me a d12 real quick?
A D12, the best dice.
Let the master of rolls hit it.
12. He cannot be stopped.
You can't.
Fair enough. Okay.
Natural 20 Constitution 12s.
I'm kind of up for whatever, I guess. Has Actinia come down yet? Have we seen her?
No, I would say that she's sleeping in today, and even when she gets up, she's staying in her room.
Oh crap. Okay.
Ben, do you have an umbrella? Okay, so by the time you get to Gagan and Zova's, you are drenched. It is raining cats and dogs. It is a Florida monsoon.
I hand Gagan and Zoma a puppy and a kitten. Okay, I'll knock on the door.
Closed.
Yeah, and
Welcome. Oh, open it up.
I'll open up the door. You got married. I don't know what you. Certain things that I've seen that I don't need to see again. All right.
Up front, boy.
And I'll close the door behind me. You got a room at the breakfast table for one more, eh?
Aye. What happened to normal intentions?
Not the one that I'm worried about. Not the Elias that I'm worried about.
Got off lucky then.
Yeah.
You're handed a very large bowl of porridge.
Oh, right.
It has hot sauce on it.
Oh, thank God.
Both of them like spicy food.
At first, I thought that question was, why didn't you eat breakfast at the Noble Intentions?
Right.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that was also part of it, but like, you know.
First thing you do when you come home is
kind
want
of
to eat
an
our food.
overwhelming, like, what happened with the Noble Intentions? Why are you not dead, and why didn't you eat there?
Yeah. I don't know. Anytime I say the noble intentions anymore, I make sure that there is a door under a chair right underneath the doorknob. Not that I think it makes much of a damn bit of difference, but
Probably not.
no. No, you know that bad habit I developed to sleeping on stools in the corner?
Mm.
Yeah, well, apparently it comes in pretty damn handy when you're trying to watch a door. So,
Not surprised.
no.
I
So,
figured someday you'd grow out of that. I didn't think you'd grow more into it.
there are a lot of
Don't
things
know why he's
that...
Scottish now, but...
There's a lot of things that we thought I'd grow out of that I only grew more into. Like trouble.
How did the wanted poster thing go again, by the way?
Oh, I cleared things up at the temple. They're doing some investigating.
So
So,
you're out on bail?
more or less. So, being a paladin has some perks, you know.
Oh, fancy dancy boy.
That's how
Fair
you...
enough.
Yeah!
Yeah, you did, but also it's just still amusing to me that
It's
you're,
still
you know,
amusing. You should
Sounds
see some of the
stupid.
shit that I can do.
Oh, I bet, but it sounds stupid.
Oh, very. Yeah.
Hilarious. Stupid.
It sounds better when you say Rune Knight in front of it. Yeah.
That's fair.
Well,
Well, that night bit makes it better for sure.
yeah, well, you know, now I've got shiny armor to prove it.
Yeah?
Mine never came out this shiny. It's always better at the weapons.
That's because I was always better at the weapon.
Right. That
You
reminds
don't
me.
gotta protect things if the thing's already dead. Best offense is a good offense.
Well, that's true. That reminds me, because I don't know when we're leaving town for the Everdon. Although with this weather, who the hell knows? Given
Weird.
this is weird.
Yeah, it doesn't rain that much.
Great. Did I tell you that I sent my father a threatening letter?
That sounds stupid.
Yeah,
That
well,
sounds like a bad plan.
starting to think so, yeah.
Yeah? Well, especially after you killed the other guy.
That's why I sent him the threatening letter.
That's maybe a bad plan.
Yeah.
You never were. For someone so bright, you're so stupid.
I was never wise.
No. At all.
I mean, how many times did I get into fights as a kid?
As many times as you dropped things and tried to catch them.
Fenn's just gonna I'm just rubbing my fingers absent-mindedly when he says that. It's just like the memory, yeah. I had a question, if I may.
Aye.
Why didn't you and Mum ever tell me the truth? You knew. That's why you backhanded my ass. Why'd you let her lie to me?
First she asked me to. She's a good woman. Nice lady. Never did anything wrong and took good care of you. Saw no reason to crash your hopes and dreams. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a hero. Never meet him, for sure. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to have one. Give you something to look forward to, and
And then it
Holy
turns out,
stuff.
then it turns out that your hero's trying to end the world.
yeah, well, I didn't know that at the time, and I probably would have been a little bit more firm on the matter. Your mum,
Fair.
on the other hand, just... Oh,
issues with her are complicated. I think there's a part of her that's always hoped that maybe he'd be something else deep down.
Well, now he's keeping her in chains.
Yeah, well, we've established that, like,
He's a bad guy? Oh, yeah.
well, not that she's about as smart as you are.
Well, alright, yeah. No, that's fair.
Sweet woman. Precious woman. Very nice lady. Makes really terrible food.
Oh, God! Yes! Oh, God. Why? You know she burnt water once. Did I tell you about that?
I tasted it when she tried to make me coffee.
Oh.
Sweet woman. Very nice. Not sure how you make honey rancid, but she did it somehow.
Well, now you know why I was always eating at the forge.
I do. Why do you think I made enough to feed you?
Yeah. Listen, can I borrow the forge for a little bit?
Eh?
I want to make you something before we go. I have to go to the temple after this anyway, but
Yeah. Go for it.
name a weapon that you would use. Your pick. I know you use them all, but just pick one.
Ah.
I only got time for one.
Big one.
A big one.
Ah.
You got enough steel for that?
You question me, boy.
I know. As soon as it left my lips.
Yeah. Let's go with an axe. Let's see if you've gotten any better those.
Oh, you want to see an axe?
I want to see an axe.
You want?
Big
You want?
old battle axe.
Consider it done, old man.
We'll see.
And I'm gonna go fire up the forge.
Fair enough, yeah. So quickly absconding back to the noble intentions. How the rest of your morning's going?
Good.
Yeah.
I think we should go see this painting.
Painting? What painting?
There's a big old painting of hell, I guess. One of them, one of the hells.
Okay.
I asked Elias what there was to do around here, and he was like that and the cemetery. So I don't know.
Yeah, we already did the other one, so. Okay, I'm in. And then Beag's gonna hop off the stool or chair or whatever's there. And,
Place is a real tourist trap, huh?
I know.
Edwin, you coming?
I will sluggishly just hands on the table and push myself up. Alright.
DM, do we smell rain?
Yeah, I mean it's raining, so yeah.
Yeah, you might want to just let the rain hit your face and make you feel better. Maybe. Probably. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Start heading out.
I don't know where it is though, so that's kind of a sticking point.
I'll stop and turn to the locust, the closest worker at the inn. Hello? Excuse me.
Hi.
Where's this painting? Oh, is this the girl who checked us in?
No, this is the gothy looking halfling boy.
Okay.
No,
Where's this
person.
the painting of a hell? Yeah, hell. Where's that at?
Oh, the mural of histories. Ah.
Yeah, hell.
Well, you're gonna go toward the central temple, and then just before you hit it, you want to take a sharp left,
Okay,
and then you're
sharp
gonna
left.
take a quick right 2 streets later,
Sharp left,
and
quick
it'll
right.
be this giant building. It's kind of hard to miss.
Okay. Now, is a sharp left more sharper than a quick right? What's the difference between those two?
So one of them's kind of like this, and then the other one's a little bit more like this.
Okay, so like this, and a little bit like this. Got it. All right, Glib, let's go.
All right, if we make it to the painting of the president, we've gone too far.
Yeah, exactly.
And rough.
We'll head up.
Ah! Oh wow, it's really coming down out here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, y'all get soaked pretty quickly. Actinia, are you still sleeping?
She's awake now, but she's still laying in bed.
Fair enough. It's only fair on days like this. Mama said there'd be days like this. Yeah, you guys are walking into the town towards the temple. And while you're walking, you sort of see a sort of kind of disturbance, a crowd of people around the temple.
Should we check that out or just go straight to where we want to go?
Let's check it out. That
All
painting
right.
isn't going anywhere. It's history.
Glib, you're so right. Let's do it. And then we'll go check out what's going on here at the temple.
As you guys walk, there is a crowd of people surrounding a rather beat up looking woman with kind of silvery eyes, brown hair, and very light tan skin. And she looks rather hurt. It looks as though they are trying to nurse her wounds.
Oh my goodness! And I'm gonna immediately just cast a healing word on her to attempt to help out,
Thank you.
like with no hesitation.
What
happened?
Are you okay?
Yes, fine. My party, we were taken upon by a huge, the kind I have never seen before on the way here, and I ran away. There was little more I could do. It was a massacre.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Do you think anybody else survived? Should we go get them?
No, they did not.
Oh no.
I apologize for interrupting. I apologize for making a fuss. It has been a long morning.
Yeah. Where was this beast at?
There were three of them. One was slightly further towards we were traveling along the beaches, just on the inskirts, between the forest and the beach, coming back from our travel to a smaller town, and one was in the water, the other was flying, and the third was on the ground, and it was strange. There were three very different, but so large. I just on the way, it was impossible to explain.
Were they snake-like at all?
One of them was snake-like. It had many tentacles. It was like an illithid, but not. But like a worm illithid
Ugh.
thing.
As she's describing it, can I see make like a either a nature or I guess like a nature roll to see if I would kind of know the name of what she's talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. The third one, it was in the air, and it also serpentine, but there were horns and tentacles and creepy eyes.
I got a 14.
14.
It's like you know what nature is for sure, but
You know what nature is for sure. You would recognize the third one that I'm about to go into.
Okay.
So after I describe it, I'll tell you it.
Sweet.
The third one, it was humanoid. It was in the forest, and it had heads and faces everywhere, green skin and long arms, and then just smelled of death. And you would know that sounds like a dire troll.
Oh my goodness, that's a dire troll. Those things are no laughing matter, and I'm happy you made it out of there alive.
We actually only took on the one in the land, and then the other two popped out of nowhere. It was impossible. I apologize. I should introduce myself. My name is Giselle.
Oh, hi, Giselle. That's a very nice name. I'm Beag, and this is Glib, and that's Edwin. And we're a band of adventurers. And if you ever need anything, we'd love to help.
It's fine. A new coffee would be nice. But, I digress. You said you were adventurers, yes?
Yeah.
Are you traveled here? Where are you from?
We're kind of all from everywhere. But we came here all together after a nice long voyage from this pirate island, and here we are.
I grew up in a mine, an abandoned mine outside of Higgsbrod. I guess it wasn't abandoned. It was abandoned as a mine.
That would make sense.
I grew up in Cavo.
Oh, I hear it is beautiful there. I am from, and I need to remember the names of my own places. I'm from Kanaikis myself.
And I'm originally from Alamo, but I grew up in the forest with every animal I could find.
That sounds very nice.
Her accent is making me nervous. Can I roll insight on her?
Sure, go for it.
Edwin has that just paranoia hangover. He's like, I don't trust anyone right now.
I'm paranoid, and I'm not even there. I'm just like, no.
16.
Yeah, you can absolutely tell, like, you absolutely believe what she's saying. She is battered and beaten, and she has an accent of Kanaikis. Kanaikis is slightly closer to the Underdark, so they notoriously have darker accents. They're actually creations of the same Godin who founded Kava, Melanials. So they have more of a connection to the Underdark and just darkness in general. They tend to have a slightly different culture. Kanaikis is an entire continent, so she didn't say her hometown or anything. But when you're from that far away, it's not like most people will tell you a specific town in another continent. They just say, I'm from somewhere else. So yeah, she everything in her story checks out from her appearance, and from what you can tell, she's very much telling the truth.
And this was close?
Yes, we were interrupted while taking watch. It was less than a day's. I was running for most of the night, but It's probably about a half day's journey if you're not resting.
Hmm.
I came to tell the temple, hoping that they would contact Heroes Hall, although I suppose I should have gone to Heroes Hall. It's been a night.
Yeah, no. I think maybe a little rest at this point. If you need a room, we could comp you one over at the.
That is appreciated, but I was going to ask for some healing by the clerics first. Although, your friend, Beag, thank you
Yes.
again. You helped me quite a bit, all things considered.
Of course. If we don't help each other, who will?
That is true.
Well, I think we might have a new agenda on the list today. Hell can wait.
I feel as though I have just been, and I will show you it is not worth returning. I'm going to try to make myself hurt less if you don't mind.
No, by all means. Yeah, take care of yourself.
She's going to walk into the temple.
All right, game plan.
Yes.
You knew one of those things, right? How hard are they?
They are very hard. Like very. Like honestly, I genuinely wouldn't even want to fight one with all of us. And if that was something that wasn't even the scariest, then this is some kind of planning that we really have to do.
I wonder if that was in the direction we need to go.
Yeah, it would be. Did she mention where she was coming from, TM? Would we have like a general idea?
I didn't, just because my brain is a little bit broken still.
That's fine. I mean, she was distraught too. That makes sense. So
Yeah. She said, she mentioned that she was coming along the beach. You think that she probably came from the south. She would have said the name of a city that was on the border between northern and southern Tohoban.
Do we know where we need to go? for the thing?
I have no idea.
You know you need to follow the crows.
Yeah, every time we've
Perception check
asked for
crows.
Yeah, every time we've ever asked for a cardinal direction to go in, we've
We
always
get
been
a
told.
different bird.
Yeah, we get a different bird.
Oh, is crow or raven? They're black.
No, besides
But
cardinal.
Cardinal. Yeah, see, I got, yeah.
DM, I rolled a 23. Do I see any crows?
In this one.
23? Roll me a D100.
Oh goodness.
Chris, they're gonna go to the Everdawn without us right now.
Imagine.
It is raining pretty hard. And you observe the trees, and you also just know from like your deep innate sense of bear man want warm, that this level of rain make the birdie go nah.
Well, there's definitely no crows here now, so I mean, and I for one wouldn't even want to even fathom trying to find out where she found these horrific monsters, but at least not without consulting the whole party at first.
Yeah, but I feel like we gotta do something, right?
Yeah, and I think the first something we can do is find Fen, get Actinia, and then come up with a game plan if that's the case. But I can tell you right now, Glib, if it was you, me, and hungover McGee over here, that diatrol would hurt pretty bad, and we need more healing. We need Actinia. We need Fen.
Well, yeah, I wasn't planning on just jaunting off without him. I
Oh,
wonder
Excuse the fuck out of you.
I wonder. There's a Heroes Hall here, right? I wonder if we can get an idea if there's any other parties in the area that we can warn first.
Ah, that's brilliant. Let's go.
And we're off. Where is
Fantastic.
it?
Yeah. So Heroes Hall is a little bit to the south of you. Well, your current positioning. It's a couple of streets down, from the central temples and things like that. A little bit further to the west as well, because they're,
Okay, we're off.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy to find. You walk inside. It is a homey looking Heroes Hall, bigger than some of the tiny towns that you've been to recently, but not huge, and inside is a very tall silver dragonborn, who is in plate armor, very, very shiny. Like, you're pretty sure that if Actinia were here, Actinia would be trying to keep the silver dragonborn. She is that level of shiny. She glows. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, I'm an adventurer. But
I gathered from. Oof, that is not the accent I'm supposed to use. There we go. I gathered from the way that you look.
oh, what
Yeah, that's fair.
does that mean? Oh,
Straight up, was just like,
Most
I mean,
people
look at you.
from the towns do not wear a lot of furs. They
ah,
are usually expensive and found by those who prefer the more. Foresty.
What they're saying is you're the
attributes.
first.
I get it. I'm Beag. This is Glib, and that's Edwin. What's your name?
Glita.
Say again?
Glita. My
Kal-
name is
Kalita.
Glita. Glita.
Oh, glitter.
Yes.
Oh,
Glita.
okay. Very lovely name, first off. Second,
Thank
in front of the temple over there, we found a really, really battered woman, and she described her adventuring party getting attacked somewhere outside of town by 3 monsters. 2 of them I didn't really recognize, but the last one sounded like it was a dire troll. So we figured hopefully you can put out like a warning signal or something, or maybe we can all band together, or I don't know really how these things work. I'm fairly new to the adventuring, so
Yeah, I figured if there's just any folks in the area, we can let them know that there's some serious muscle around.
Well, as adventurers, I'm sure you know that it is notoriously hard to keep track of locations of people who do not
Oh, yeah,
stay
absolutely.
in one place.
yeah.
As it is, we do not have many adventuring teams that are originating or based here. Other than myself, my own party is scattered to the winds, so to speak. But I can contact Lies Edwin and inform them that we need to set out a warning to people in this area for certain. You say that there was an adventurer that was harmed. I should go and ensure that she is okay. Do you happen to know a name, or did she give you her party name? Do you have a party name?
It's TBD.
Yes.
I have heard that one before. It's taken. You might want to work on that.
DM, I don't actually remember, but she did say her name. Can I roll a history?
She did. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Thank you. Uh-oh. 8. She said she was
Uh-oh.
collective. Nah.
I got a 21. Do I remember?
Giselle. Her name was Giselle.
Giselle.
Exactly. I was
Her name was
right on that.
Giselle.
Ah,
She didn't mention a specific
Giselle.
party name though.
Oh, okay. Let me see my records. And she turns and kind of starts like tapping through, like tapping on a crystal ball looking thing. Did you happen to catch her race?
I don't
Ooh.
view the world through that lens.
I recognize
Human,
that
right?
she was human. Yes. With the
Human.
21, you would remember that she was human.
Okay.
That
I'm like-
narrows it down significantly.
It was either
actually.
that or dancer.
I'm like, she was a dragonborn or something.
No, we're talking to a
She was
dragon.
a tan human.
With my age, all this stuff just goes out the window.
That actually helps quite a bit. And please forgive me for all of the questions, but did she say where she was from by any chance?
Kalakis.
Nikes.
Kanikis.
That actually is very unique. Yes. Very good, very good.
Just pulls out a character
Oh.
sheet.
Pretty much she just like pulled up a character sheet. Oh, that is very unfortunate. It looks like they were on their way from gathering a collection of Noel outcasts in southern Tohoban. Was the last mission that they had accepted. Very, very unfortunate that they are.
Yeah, that's rough.
It is unfortunately the way that things go, does it not? You either make it to being part of Heroes Hall, or you
End up toes up.
What was that?
Sorry, I've been holding that one in for a bit. Bro, it's like,
you either make it to be a part of the Heroes Hall, or you do not. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You're rich or die trying.
Apparently, she was a part of the Emerald Waste.
I know this is kind of a sidetrack thing. What do I have to do to be in Heroes Hall? That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, you just have to register. I assumed as a adventurer you had already registered. But yes, there is a small form that you have to fill out. Please just name and location of origin, race, and ability set, and then you are all set. Although it does help to have a adventuring name, and TBD is actually to blow up dragons is taken, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Dang it. Okay, we'll come back for sure.
Absolutely. And she hands you the form.
Beag was holding onto this like
What if we just
someone's
remove
business
the
card.
up? Sorry, I couldn't help it. Moving on.
God, no, stop it!
I don't understand. Well, yeah, I didn't know if there's any other groups that were doing quests around here, so
Absolutely. Thank you for the information. I will get out this this warning as soon as possible. What is your quest?
oh,
No money, Python. Don't do it.
we aren't really here on like a guild quest. Although if you have any, we could take a look.
There are probably. I need to. But then.
Yeah, no, let's deal with yeah, that's fair. We'll
Yes,
come back.
but please return in maybe an hour or so. I need to check on the adventurer and
Yeah.
send messages. But then I will absolutely have an entire list of things for you to do.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, and we're off.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
So as we walk out, I want to kind of like nudge Glib. Just be like, I didn't know you guys didn't have a name. How do you guys not have a name? How are you guys hiring and you didn't have a name?
I don't know. I wasn't really a part of that process.
Like, we were kind of busy since then. But now that it comes up, like, how do you... This is my first time in a party, but...
I suggested Glib and Friends, but people didn't like that.
But how do...
I like it.
How do we not have a name? Come on.
I think I feel like on the forum we were just like, we'll get to it. The problem is we don't have a wizard anymore. We don't have anybody that likes paperwork.
Glib, roll me a history check for your personal history.
Oh shoot. Did I forget a thing?
Yeah, you forgot a thing.
Do we have a name? It's been
You
so
did
long.
have a name, but you don't remember.
Oh no.
That's a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope. Everything Glib just told you is entirely correct as far as Glib knows.
Are there some security questions he can answer to get our username back? Or
I just absolutely spaced. I guess I haven't thought about the name in a while.
need a name.
Quick, get an SMS text and then verify.
Do we not have a name? Now I'm questioning everything.
Just get a paper bird with a number on it.
This is absolutely how the system works now, by the way. Oh, you forgot your adventuring name. That's a bit of a problem. Here, we need to verify with 3 different paper birds. No, you have to make sure you get back to us within 15 minutes or the new paper bird has already been sent and that password no longer works.
Okay, this is
You can only request the paper bird through an apple.
It has to be a maximum of 3 times a day, otherwise it is too much of a problem and you have to prove you're not a warforged.
I feel like there was something about the second path.
That's very close.
Okay, so we need to find Fen and get on this. We gotta. But anyways,
The third option.
should we just head back for now, or did you guys still want to go check out the painting and then head back and then reconvene with Fen and check on Actinia?
I'm
Like-
kind of, I don't know. This whole thing kind of soured me on this painting. Let's go. Let's gather the party,
Yes, I agree.
whatever the name is.
If you guys go forward, I think that's a very good time for us to take our break. We will be back in about 10 minutes, everybody. We'll see you very soon.
Hey!
To me, my adventurers.
Welcome back, everybody. We are ready to rock and roll. Thank you all so much for joining us back. We hope you had a wonderful break. We know we did.
Breaks back. We're leaving. Everyone go.
The puns have returned.
There's
Can't
no
escape.
There's no escape. I have you now for another at least an hour. You, Beag, Edwin, and Glib were on your way to find Fen. Fen, you had just rolled me
I
the
did.
absolute most
Worst thing I could have. It still came out to 13, which I'm happy about, but I choked.
you rolled a natural one. on your blacksmithing check.
Screenshot should be
the
appearing in the
axe
dice
so
box
nicely.
now.
Yeah.
I
So both Zoma and Gagan are just watching you and chuckling every so often.
Fen is
And
swearing in giant, in fluent
Yeah.
giant. Yeah.
And you're just having the like everything is it the way that I view this natural one, and please tell me if I'm wrong, this forge is so perfectly exemplary of your home that you keep on reaching for things, but it's just different enough that they're in a slightly different spot. Because it looks just like Gagan's forge, but there's just enough Zoma in it to make it just that little bit difficult for you. So whereas in new forges, you usually take the time to get used to things, you walked in here and you were like, nah, I got this. Plus there's the added pressure of wanting to, you know, prove to your dad that yes, all those years of blacksmithing classes were actually worth it. And you swear you're going to do this someday. It's fine. You're good. You got this. And so you like are just reaching for things and you'll go to hammer and then you'll realize that that's not a hammer. It's a pair of tongs or something like that. And you'll just like, it's just that little bit wrong. And
Everything's just 3 inches to the left.
Yeah, it keeps tripping you up just a little bit, and so they're like, they can tell that you have talent, and it's just getting to you. And at some point, Gagan just walks up and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "That's all right. You did good.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did fine, boy. You did.
Yeah,
Really
it's
bad.
shit.
But you tried, and I can tell that you've improved."
It doesn't help.
He's nicer than I am.
I'll do better next time. Next time I'll
Probably.
take more time.
Fine. Yeah. He's nice than I am, 'cause I would have stopped you about 10 minutes ago.
I wish you had. It's just kind of like holding up like a lump of like, it's kind of shaped like an axe.
You took on more than you could chew in an unfamiliar forge. It happens. You did real bad. It looks real bad.
I've made better at home.
You did. I never would have let you walk out of the forge like this. Why don't we try again later? Give yourself a break. Come back. I'll take care of this.
No, I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. You're gonna fix it, boy.
No, this is a point of pride. This is bullshit, is what it
Aye,
is.
boy. Aye. For sure. And about this time is when you three would, if you guys go to the forge. Are you guys going to the forge or are you going to Noble Intentions?
I believe we'd go to the forge because he said he was going to go there.
Yeah.
I
We're
did.
already out and about.
So yeah, you guys arrive at the forge. Fen is still damp, but for a completely different reason. The rest of you are all soaked as you walk into the forge. He's just been sweating. Yeah.
Yeah, armor's off in like a corner.
You guys walk in.
Still working on that thing?
It's
Oh.
not going so well.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk.
As we all have those days. He's done worse than most. We've all
Yeah, it happens.
it happens.
You know, we've been on the road for a while, so don't. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway,
Rusty.
there's a whole party that basically got killed on the way here, and
What?
so we're trying to figure out what to do about that.
You
Well,
mentioned that so casually.
It's not the first time we've had to do a rescue mission of sorts.
I don't know if there's much to rescue at this point, but we could prevent maybe it from happening again.
What'd they get wrecked by?
That's a good question. Beak seems to think one of the things was some sort of dire
Dire troll. It's
troll.
a nasty thing, Fen.
Have I heard of a
Roll me
dire
in.
troll?
Roll me a nature check.
Am I familiar with the dire troll?
Okay.
Probably not.
I will let Zoma.
18.
18. Yes, you've heard of a dire troll. You know them to be mean and nasty. Zoma and Gagan both look pretty confused. So yeah, you know that they are big and mean and nasty and smelly. You know that they can heal themselves. And Gagan and Zoma look very confused.
I'll explain what a dire troll is to Gagan and Zoma.
And the weird bit is they said they got ambushed by 2 other monsters working together, kind of?
Oh no.
Sounds weird.
And I couldn't recognize the other two, just from hearing what she was saying, though. Of course.
Describe them to me. I grew up in a forest. What the hell?
They
Why
said
not?
one was like a worm illithid.
Do I know what that is?
Go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Duh. I knew what the shark was, right? You know. Nope.
Nope.
Uh,
You don't know a whole lot about illithid.
yeah. No, that one doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't like the sound of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's those Gricks that we fought that one time in Cove. And then right outside of Liaison, so maybe.
I asked if any were serpentine, and they said kinda.
Oh no. Okay.
But anyway, so we let the Heroes Hall know, and they're gonna put out some feelers and see if there's any other folks in the area. But I figured this might be something that we could look into.
Did you tell them that we defeated Bloodmane for our payment?
Oh no, I forgot about that. Was there a bounty on him, or did we just do that?
No, was pirates attacking Zades. He was the pirate attacking Zades.
Oh,
So yeah.
well, they're a little preoccupied at the moment, but we can bring it up again.
Yeah. Where were they headed?
They were headed here from the south.
Okay. The monsters were
They
headed
said they
here.
were going along the shore.
Wait. The monsters were coming here.
No, the party was coming here.
Okay. All right. Well, that's different. All right.
The monsters are about half a day away, though.
That's not great. All right. Shit. Where did the adventurer go that you talked to?
She's at the temple getting some heals.
Convenient. All right.
By now, the Glida from the Heroes Hall probably has reached out.
Okay. Did you say glitter?
Yeah, I
Gagan?
think so.
You know that person?
Yeah. Barbarian, Dragonborn, silver, very shiny.
Was very shiny.
Yeah.
All right.
And yes, her name is Glare. Glit. She says it better than the rest of us. Glitta.
With our accents, yeah, I would imagine.
Huh.
All right. Well, I had to go to the temple anyway. I guess I can find out what the temple might now. Wanted to talk about some dreams that I've been having.
Dreams?
Yeah, my lady likes to send me messages via dreams, so whenever they get really concerning or repeat enough times, I tend to get a little worried.
I haven't thought about the fact that maybe you're constantly running into traumatizing issues, and maybe that's got something to do with your dreams.
The fact that I've been sober for more than a month, I think, contributes. So,
Aye, that's a bad dream in and of itself.
yeah.
Guys, we're not traumatized, right? Right?
No.
Are we traumatized? Have we been traumatized?
That one right there, and he points to Edwin, looks both traumatized and sick somehow.
Gagan, these are my friends. Edwin, Glib, and Beag. You met Actinia yesterday.
Right.
Everyone, this guy is basically my dad, for all intents and purposes. Taught me everything I know. Mean backhand. I recommend staying at least 15 feet away if you piss him off. Father if he's got a spear.
Yeah, 5 feet.
Okay.
Nice to meet all of you.
What's the record on javelin throw right now? 100 yards? 120?
Ooh. About 250.
All right,
Why would
well,
he-
a few
Why
things
would
have
he
changed.
hit us?
I wouldn't.
Okay, oh, that's fine.
No, mostly just me because I like to mouth off. All right, Gagan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seems that duty calls. I'm gonna fix that piece of shit. All right.
You're gonna try.
I literally pick it up by the handle and I just throw it into the forge. Just like turn to give Kagan a just bin it.
Yep.
What was
Which-
wrong with that hammer?
Wasn't that a hammer?
That right there.
If you have to axe.
I'm gonna give Gagan like a big hug.
Hey,
And then
back.
we'll head off to the temple. And yeah, Fen'rahl hugs Zoma back. You two take care of. I'll be back. I'm gonna fix that. I promise I'm good at this, Zoma. I swear he taught me well. Oh god, and then I'm just like water.
Also, we should probably grab a Actinia too.
Oh yeah, let's do that first.
You guys go back out into the absolutely pouring rain.
So, as we're heading out, I again want to kind of nudge Fen and just kind of quietly, like, why do we not have a fucking name?
We did. We did have a name.
But do we have a name? You had a name, but do we have a name?
I mean, we have a name that we're operating under. It's always been that way. But once we got the new party, it was sort of explained that we should come up with a new name to designate the new party, and a couple people have kind of buggered off since then.
I feel like that's something that should have come up before now.
Yeah,
We should have.
Up in the first session, actually.
yeah. I mean, we talked about it like once way back when Vapir and and then we're still here. But then we got Actinia and Beag, so definitely a conversation we should have.
This
Again,
has been a wild week.
it's been a very, very wild week.
Although, what's in a name? Would a party by any other name hit just as hard?
Be just as dysfunctional.
Sounds a great name for a party.
Okay.
You guys, walking through the pouring rain, finally make your way to the Noble Intentions Presents Creature Comforts and Sweets. Actinia, what are you doing?
I think she probably woke up like while everybody was out getting drenched. But when she woke up, she's still holding on to that little pocket watch, right?
Yes.
She's gonna investigate that like as soon as she wakes up.
Go ahead.
Corvid shiny obsession. Corvid shiny obsession.
Got an 11.
It's
Better than the one I
shiny.
rolled.
It's shiny.
It's shiny and go tick 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 tick.
Do I even know how to open it?
Yeah, I mean, you got it
Okay,
open
good.
last night. You know how to open it. Roll me a history check.
Okay. History. 21?
Somewhere in the back of your mind, there's a part of you that's like investigating it. The front of your mind doesn't really get. But as you're staring at it and you're just kind of admiring it and getting distracted by the shiny and the pretty and the blue and the ticking and the nice, something kind of clicks in the back of your mind. And somehow you remember that this has something to do with the stars. And in the very background, there is a small, like, fourth hand that seems to be, like, wiggling back and forth. It's not ticking or going circular, it's kind of wiggling a little. And you know that that needle is important somehow. But you can't firmly remember.
I'm gonna jiggle it a little bit and see if that changes at all.
It jiggles violently, kind of like whips around in a circle a couple of times, and then jiggles kind of back to its little like wiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Never
Wiggle
seen a
like a
pocket
jiggling
watch like
tree.
this.
Wiggle like a jiggling, a wiggling stream. Yep.
It has a chain, right?
Yes, it is a pocket watch. Pretty silver pocket watch. Has a celestial theme to it. Has 3 moons, and yeah.
I'm gonna tie the chain around my wrist and pull the pocket watch.
Fair enough.
And then she probably went downstairs to go get food when everyone was gone, so she would have gone to the little human in the front like, where's the rest of my party?
The very tall one, the very tall man with the shining armor, he left before everyone else. And then the other 3 said something about going to the mural of histories for certain. So probably there. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. They had breakfast and then just sort of went goodbye. There was a bear with you last night, but this morning there was no bear.
Okay.
I think the bear had
A beard. Okay. That's one of the party members, so that's fine. Thank you. She's gonna go into the little tavern and sit down and like mess with the pocket watch and read her book about Everdon and just wait for everyone to show back up.
Fair enough. You are offered food and drink by a small, goth-looking halfling boy, man.
Boy, man,
Say.
child.
Boy, man, child.
How much for the plate?
3 coppers.
Okay. She'll pass him over 3. And then she'll wait and eat. And read and fidget.
Fair enough. After a while, you guys would return. Actinia, did you want to actually roll for stuff and try to discern things, or just stare longingly at the book?
I feel like she's gotten everything that she can out of the book, so now she's just looking at it to entertain herself.
Fair enough.
She doesn't know anything about the pocket watch, so she's just gonna stare longingly and hope something pops up.
It's pretty pocket watch. Really like that pocket watch.
It's very nice.
The rest of your party does come in to the inn at some point, all looking very damp.
Hi, Actinia.
Hi, where did you guys go?
I don't want to talk about it.
All over the place.
Pretty much. We need a name.
What?
We need a name.
Apparently we need. Yeah, we've kind of been neglecting making a party name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Glib and I had one when we started out, but what's that?
I don't know if we ever ratified it.
Nah, it was tentative. It was very tentative, as I recall.
You guys filled out the paperwork.
I tell you who
Final
didn't
episode
fill
of
out the
season 1.
paperwork. This guy.
Right.
That's true.
So, so we can register with Heroes Hall. I think we should get a name. Like with us, you know, officially.
Wild Stallions.
What happened? Why?
Not that one.
Well, first off, Studio, there's big monsters that killed most of a party, and that's where we got started on all this.
Oh yeah, there's some big baddies somewhere around here. Like really big.
You guys always come back and gloss over like these huge plot points and then just continue on with we need a party name. And I'd like to go back to an entire party died.
Yeah, but we're not an entire party. A woman was alive. I healed her a bit, and then we went to Heroes Hall to let them know, hey, put out a warning or something, because this giant dire troll and whatever else I don't even remember are causing havoc and killing people. And then I was like, how do we register? We need a name.
That I was over at Gagan's place having breakfast and making a mess of myself, apparently.
He was sweaty.
Yeah, it happens when you work. Anyway, I'm fine. Anyway, apparently the woman went to the temple. I was gonna head there anyway. Figured we should come by and grab you. And
Thank you for remembering me.
So we want to
Yes.
settle on this name
welcome.
first, or
Well, let's walk and talk.
okay.
indeed.
It's got to be
Oh,
organic.
there we
We
go.
can't
That's a
force
good name.
Well, I mean, come on. I want to register now.
Well, let's register after we go to the temple.
Okay.
Oh,
You guys travel through the streets. Would you guys like to talk as you travel, or do you just want to?
yeah, we can walk and talk.
What about street sweepers?
No, God no.
Okay.
Why?
I don't
City
know.
janitor, why?
We're
spend
walking
very
through
little
the
time
streets.
in a city.
We're walking through them right now. I don't know. I'm just saying things that I see right now. You know, street that needs some sweeping. What about rooftop shingles, or perhaps cathedral, or Heroes Hall heroes?
I mean, let's take a step back, because I think shingles was good, and we're all adults here, so maybe adult shingles.
I'm in as long as we have a name. Really, I don't care what we're called.
Let's not do that. You've called my bluff.
Okay,
Man, this water's really wet.
right.
Is it okay while we're walking, Actinia put her wings up over her to make like a tiny umbrella? Just so she doesn't have to be drenched.
That's cheating.
You know.
Fenn's got his hood up, just kind of like,
There are shops all around you. There's a probability that one of them has an umbrella.
And possibly a name.
I'm sure most of the shops have a name.
Can we get sponsored? Can we get like NASCAR?
Yes, I will sell our name
What?
if we get free gear.
The Noble Pursuits presents this party.
Welcome to Heroes Hall. What's your name?
We're
We're like
the noble intenders.
Oh yeah, the Noble Intention. Man, I'm so bad at names tonight. Holy moly.
You know, Noble Intenders has a ring to it.
None of us. No.
We could shorten it. We could be Nintenders.
No. That's even worse.
Actinia and the Stiniettes.
No.
Oh, there you go.
No.
I like it.
No.
Hmm.
Justinian 5.
My name will not be in this.
Okay, my name will not be in this. I'm down for that as well.
We could be the bigger crew.
I like it because we kind of all get big. At least you and I do.
Yeah, your definition of all is a little rough. I mean, we're all goblins, right? I mean, one of us
Excuse
is.
you? Oh, I get it. Ha ha ha. Super funny, Glib.
I
Drink
thought
like
so.
a goblin. When I
Party name.
Trying.
Like a goblin. Who's stone cold sober.
Fen made Fen sad. Anyway. I don't know. The Hammered Avengers.
I mean, so far the only one that's really been hammered
I
is
feel a lawsuit
Edwin.
coming.
That's both rude and inaccurate.
And I mean, you know, Glib, but like Glib woke up feeling fine. You didn't.
Actinia was also super hammered.
Let's not
We
talk
don't-
about me.
We don't know that. She's just in the room.
Oh,
I
we know
feel
that.
like incorporating Actinia is really going to be the way to go.
Nope. I do not agree.
Incorporating Actinia, the perfect name.
Oh.
What to do about Actinia?
What about scrawny wand companions? Or like
I don't
servants
think
of
I want people to think we have scrawny wands.
or like servants of the thistle, or like
Don't worry about it. Who are these guys? Don't worry about it.
I feel like I pitched a lot, like, your favorite party. We are your favorite party. YFP. What else?
we're all just so different.
I mean, we don't have to come up with it right away. We can think
That's what I'm
about
saying.
it.
It's gotta be organic.
Okay, well then you know what? You know, organic like what? The blood main murderers? Huh? Because I didn't come
that's
up.
That's a little braggy,
And specific.
and also just warrant revenge, like just advertising, like, hey, we're the ones
Fine.
who did
Then
the
we'll
thing.
then we'll be the blood main murderers and also murderers of those who seek revenge. How about that? Put that on your poster board. I don't know. I'm sorry.
doesn't
I'm
really-
just upset.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Well, because you're not saying it fast enough.
The Lantern
Blood
Guardians.
murderers and the murders of the people
Lantern
that disappear.
Guardians. I like that one, but it's got to
How
come
far is this
naturally.
temple?
You're
We're just
coming up on
walking
it
around
pretty
it now.
quick. Yeah, you're coming up on it real quick, but I figured I'd let you.
Come on, get out of this rain. Come on.
So you guys walk inside. Galita is there with names are really hard even though I make them up.
Giselle?
Yes, Giselle is being being like hovered around by Chia and Lyra, who are both healing and taking care of things. Giselle has been given like a cot for her to lay on while she is being cared for. Glita is asking some questions and getting information about the things that went on, as well as she can. Giselle looks much cleaner, and also a little bit more settled and calm. She has a cup of something warm in her hands as you walk in.
Madam.
Hello, adventurers. Good to
Hello.
see you again. Oh,
You as well. my friends told me about our adventurer friend here, and we wanted to see what we could find out and maybe prevent those things from hurting anyone else.
That would be quite admirable. Although it sounds as though it was quite a harrowing event. Yes, they are very big. Very, very concerning, honestly. Very big. The fact that it took out a full party is it's not the first time, for certain, but it is the first time very large things working together, coming this close. It's certainly something that I don't love this close to my town's borders for.
Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah, I didn't like the sound of them working together. That was concerning.
Indeed. Yes, this is not exactly the most exciting news I have gotten this week, let me tell you.
Well, when you're dealing with the diet troll, right?
Yes, dire. Oh, that would make sense with the tall green one that smells of death. Now we just need to continue looking up the snaky tentacly one and the flying horny tentacly snaky one.
That's a lot of snakes.
The snaky is just the best term I can think of, because draconic would be a very rude term to use.
Well, yeah.
So you know.
Did any of them have any markings or anything on them? More precisely, the diet troll.
I did not get close enough. I am a rogue. I stay in the shadows.
Fair.
I try not to be seen and thus only see as much as I need to make it die. I'm afraid. I'm so sorry.
That's fair. How far away were you when you were attacked?
Well, I ran for the entire night, and most of the morning. I would say it was about a half a day's journey, give or take, from the city to the south.
And were they still on the move when you ran?
Yes.
Which
Well,
direction?
Sort of. They were coming.
Were they coming this way?
I think so. Yes, they were coming north. But I ran as fast as I could towards just light. But yes, they were traveling north from what we could see. There was one in the sky, and the clouds were very dark, so it was hard to tell. One came from underground, so I could not track that. But the one, well, underground and in the water, and then one, you said, dire troll.
Yeah.
That one was coming from the forest and came up from the south, I believe. I was not on watch at that time, but they were from the south of our camp, and our camp was to the
And they were
south.
coming north.
Yes, sorry, they were.
You've been through a terrible ordeal. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you said they're coming this way. So if we go southward, we might run right into him. Is what you're saying?
Probably. That is if they continued. I don't know for sure. Honestly, I'm sorry.
No. It's fine.
I do want to get back out there, though. And she says that to Glitter. Just, I want to find people who can help me get revenge on these things that killed my friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Lyra, slight, if I may, can I have a word? While my friends continue to talk with Glitter and, I'm sorry, Miss, what's your name?
Then
You're you're Giselle. All right, sorry, I wasn't sure if that was you. Okay, so while my friends are talking to them, may I have a word?
or absolutely.
Excellent, thank you. So while we go, I will let the party ask whatever questions they want to.
You do see Giselle is being nursed and sipping on some sort of tea. Yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to ask?
I don't have any other questions.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
Can I look around for the head priestess? Is she around?
Chia is the one that's
she's the one
tending
that
her
walked away?
wounds. Yeah, no, she's
Oh.
Lyra's her attendant who was helping tend her wounds. That's who Fen borrowed. Chia is the one that's taking care of Giselle's wounds, so she's right there.
Is it okay if I walk up to her and like I'm gonna show her the pocket watch, but I'm just gonna have it wrapped around and just open it and be like, "Do you happen to know what this is?"
That looks very familiar. One moment, please. It looks familiar, but I'm afraid I don't know for sure. I'm very sorry. It's beautiful, though. Where did you find it? Or purchase it?
I don't remember entirely. I just woke up with it. I don't remember.
Well, that's, interesting. You just woke up with it.
Is that interesting?
And can I hear this? Am I right there?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, you found it in the graveyard, remember?
I was in a graveyard?
Yeah. Yeah, you got hammered and you went in there, you tried to steal my rock from me,
What?
and then
There's
we
a
then we
ghost?
then we fought off a ghoul or a ghost or something.
Oh no, it wasn't a ghoul. We
Oh.
would have known if it was a ghoul.
Oh,
Ugh.
well, I think I wouldn't know anyways, because I still don't know. But, yeah, we fought it off and brought you home, or to the inn, and that was it.
Apparently I found it in a graveyard.
Well,
Not what you think.
What would you think?
No, we're not grave robbers.
No, it was right there
I
on the
didn't
floor.
rob it, did I?
No, it was on the floor. You found it on the floor.
Okay.
And then you tried to take my rock.
Your rock. Is
Yes.
that a euphemism for something?
No. Look, and
No,
I pull
it's
out my
not.
I pull out my warm rock, and show it to her. Look, go ahead, touch it, touch it.
First one made an actual sale. Impressive.
I mean, it's not as cool as a cold rock.
You're probably right. First one
Oh.
made more than one sale. Goodness gracious.
Do you not want to hold it?
I appreciate it, but I think that you should keep its warmth close to your heart.
That's exactly why I got it. Thank you. And I'll
No
put it
problem.
away.
Of course.
I use mine for drinks.
That would be a very good use. I hear cold water is the best.
Water. I should use it in water too.
Mm-hmm. And she is
I
still
should-
working while she does this.
I should drink some water. Holy moly.
Probably. Does tend to be good for the health.
And if it's too cold, you can put my warm rock in it.
Mm. So, Fen, what would you like to ask Lyra?
Laura, did she mention if those monsters have any weaknesses that she could see? I realized that it devastated her party, but
Honestly, it sounded like everything that she experienced, they didn't. I mean, she didn't know for sure, but she
Alright.
didn't mention anything hurting extra or not hurting, or.
alright.
But she probably couldn't tell if she was hiding
And running.
and running. He
Um,
came in pretty rough shape. Actually, your friend Beag did a wonderful job of healing her because
he's very good at that, yeah.
she was not looking so good.
Yeah. She looks a lot better under your guys' care. I'm gonna tell you what I'm afraid of. And I realize it sounds outlandish. So let me see. We just got here like yesterday or the day before, right?
Yesterday.
So about a week ago, we killed Bloodmane, who I don't know what his rank was in the Cult of Ruin. I only know that he was a follower of it. And he was the one that was shelling Port Coev when the lantern there was stolen.
That I recognize.
Yeah. They know he's dead.
Who?
The people that stole the lantern in Port Coev, they know he's dead.
Why would they?
The people that stole the lantern, they're the Cult of Ruin, they're members, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
So if he was supposed to come here originally, which I have charts that say he was eventually supposed to come here, instead of shelling the town, they might be sending monsters. Now I realize they can't get into the lantern light, but if they take the lantern, I'm saying somebody needs to be keeping an eye on the lantern, like 24 hours a day. Okay. We should find the monsters. What's that?
Very big, burly people take care of our labor. And
Yeah,
there's always true sight up there.
that's good. I'm sure, well, before the lantern in Port Cove was stolen, it wasn't really something that people took to heart, but if it's one thing I've learned, my father is clever, and if he wants that lantern, he's going to try and get it.
Your
Thurvin Everbren is in the Cult of Ruin. Remember yesterday I said if he looks like me, just a little bit darker, please kill him on sight?
No, I remember that part. I was just a little confused as to why.
That's why. He's trying to end the world.
Cult of Ruin sounds familiar at least, so I can do some research on that for certain.
I'll write down what names of the god that I have, the symbol, everything for on a piece of paper, and give it over to her. It helps to share information. I'm fairly certain that my friends and I are going to try and fight those things.
It's like a very interesting decision.
We tend to do that. Yeah. So that's probably a thing we're going to do, and if our adventurer friend Giselle over there is hell-bent on vengeance, that's kind of my thing, so... But, yeah, so if there's any information we can glean, we will need it. So, if anybody knows...
Will you work on that?
Yeah.
No, for certain. Thank you for telling us.
Yeah.
Roundabout now,
Oh, no.
you all hear a very large crash.
Something tells me the party just came to us.
Give me.
Oh no.
I know, you saw it too! You saw it too! Like,
Oh,
no. I saw it and I was just like, I didn't just.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
So, roundabout now, you all hear a very large crash. There is one after another after another. There are large bangs. Banging
Fen runs
sounds.
outside. Fen runs towards
Beag-
the sound.
Beag will follow him.
And we're off.
Giselle will actually also follow after you guys unless someone stops her. As you
you?
walk outside, the sky is a strange hue.
Oh no.
Everything looks sickly and green, and there's cracks in the thunder that just seem wrong as the sun glows in eerie, sick color. And at the edge of the lantern light, you see flashes of white spiking through the sky.
That's not normal.
To the south of the city, you see white flashes in the sky.
Are there any priests nearby?
The ones you just left inside.
Is there anybody around us at the moment? Anybody at all?
I mean, it's sort of a half and half scenario. Half the people are running out onto the street. The other half are running far away.
Okay. If
There's
somebody,
a few people running towards the temple trying to get inside.
I'm gonna grab one of them, like by the arm, while they're heading inside. What's the fastest way down there?
Running, I would assume.
Do you have any horses in this goddamn town?
Probably, but right now, busy.
Go, get inside.
I'm gonna go check on it, guys. Glib cats fly and flies off.
Oh shit!
Glib's he's such a badass. I love Glib so much.
Actinia's gonna
Fen's
like
gonna go.
sprint and go look for horses around town or like something that looks like a stable.
Roll me an investigation check.
I will help.
Thank you.
It's chaos. It's absolute chaos. You guys, I mean, and also I would assume you guys are running towards the south where the giant flashes of light are.
Yeah.
Giselle is also running after you.
Cheese and crackers.
Which actually, give me one moment, because she
Constantly stepping on caltrops. No.
So while you guys are searching around, she like turns her head sharply and says, "This way, there are horses." And she leads you to a stables where you find some horses. There are tamers trying to calm them down, and she informs them that you need horses, and she hands them a small bag of what you assume is gold, and takes some horses. She says, "Glib, what you need?"
Nah. I'll grab a couple horses. I'll hand them off to those of us that are here. I know Glib is like fucking gone.
Yeah, Glib's halfway there already.
So
Glib,
we get on
how
that.
high are you flying?
Just above the average building.
Okay,
But not-
roll me a perception check just in case.
Just in case there's a chimney that jumps out at me.
Just in case you're able to see.
Shadow lemur, you know.
That is 21.
Nice.
You see and hear as you fly that the banging sound and the flashes of light kind of go one after another. They seem to be connected somehow. But yes, sorry, what were the rest of you doing?
We're
Jumping on
getting on the
horses.
horses and we are charging after Glib as fast as
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Beag becomes
I
a
want to
dire horse.
say-
And just
That while we are riding, I am going to armor bag at this.
good plan. Yeah, And you are all galloping through the city, just to the outskirts of the town, slightly into the forest. And as you go into the forest, you start to figure out what's going on. It seems as though these monsters are literally you see the 3 monsters standing in front of you. If any of you would like to roll nature checks to see if you can see what they are now that you can see them, I would allow that. I would say that these all have to be individual.
Another 14.
Okay. 10. Very
17.
nice.
I can't think of any reason why Glib would know what they are.
That's fair. Well, actually, I would say roll me one for one of them because they might be something that he would recognize from underground.
All right.
I got a 23.
Very nice.
Wow.
And Actinia, very nice. Okay, Fen, you recognize, now that you're seeing it, you recognize one of them to be a Neathlid, which is an aberration to the Illithid, so it's actually in the Illithid's birth cycle, but it's one that messed up, didn't get implanted, and so it doesn't become an Illithid, it becomes this giant hulking giant gargantuan. In front of you are 2 gargantuan snake-looking things and a huge beast. Actinia and Edwin, you both see the dire troll, which you know, and the Neathlid, which you know. And then you also see a sky swimmer, which is a giant Leviathan-esque monster that feeds on rocks and drakes and griffin and anything else that are able to soar above the clouds.
Glib, no.
Just
He's got a rock and he's flying.
it's ROC, the big bird, not literal rocks.
No, I know.
That threw me. It was like this giant flying monster eats rocks. I was like, huh.
Rock and but yeah, and these are 3 just hulking huge beasts pounding on essentially the barrier of the lantern light that you guys so easily pass through. They're not able to pass through. But the light looks to be cracking.
That's not good.
What do we do?
And I believe that that's where we're going to leave it for this week.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
We're gonna die!
I think that this is a very good place to end for the week. And we look forward to hopefully seeing you next week for the season finale.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that brings us to the end of our show. Everyone, thank you all so much for joining us. Again, check out the links down below to see all of the cool bits and bobs that we have going on. And don't forget, metagaming is tomorrow. We will see all of you next week for the thrilling conclusion. Bye, everybody!